Hello, it's Natalie Zangon, and I'm doing this video as a shout out to Dr. Nouriel Niamer. He asked me, can I do more videos about my elaboration with the bread and talk about it? So, this is a shout out to you. Thank you for inviting me and being inspired by my talk and learning from it. And I am so honored, and I would love to talk more about bread and the Jewish concept of it because it's my favorite subject. So, there's this amazing book that I found on Amazon, and it talks about the history of all the other styles of bread that was picked up when the Jews migrated and moved to other countries. So, about 2000 years ago, when the Beit HaMikdash got destroyed and the Jews went into Galut, into diaspora, they started moving into Eastern European countries as well. When the first Beit HaMikdash got destroyed, the Jews had moved only so far to the Middle Eastern country, Iraq, Morocco, Iran, Baghdad, all those countries. And then for the second Beit HaMikdash, when Dariush from Iran helped to build it, some moved back and some stayed in the Middle Eastern countries. When the second Beit HaMikdash got destroyed and did not get rebuilt after 70 years like the first one, the Jews started migrating further out and going into the European countries. In the 15th century, which is about like 600 years ago, the Jews had started living in the Eastern European countries. And as you can see, all these different types of bread, the European, when they moved into the Eastern European countries, that is when they started picking up these different styles of bread. Before that, the Jewish bread looked nothing like what you see now, that's referred to as challah. The Jewish bread was more flat, like laffa or pita, like the Bedouin bread. And it wasn't only until the Jews moved into the European countries where these styles of bread had started. One of the main countries was that they moved into in the Eastern Europe, Germany, Poland, and all of these countries. And the minhag, the customs that they had in the countries they lived in, they made breads looking like these, as you can see. And the Jews that lived there also started picking up those styles of bread. So the word challah in the biblical terminology and in the book of Bamidbar, in I believe it was Parshat Beshalach, when we get the mitzvah of Hafrashat Challah, which was during the same time zone as this past Shabbat, which is the Shabbat right after Passover, the mitzvah of Hafrashat Challah, separating of your dough offering and offering to the Kohanim, was given to us in this Shabbat. I'm coming. The birthday is not there. Let me finish the video. I'm coming. So the mitzvah of Hafrashat Challah was given to Bnei Israel during this time. God said to them, when you come into my land and you take from the wheat and make yourself bread, you need to give the first dough offering to me as a gift offering to the Kohanim. So the mitzvah of Hafrashat Challah, the word challah means a loaf size. It means a portion. So the first portion of your dough you separate and you give it as a gift offering. So whoever does the mitzvah of Hafrashat Challah now knows that you say lahafrish challah min ha'isa, blessed are you God that gives us the mitzvah of separating, and or challah teruma, the percentage of challah, and they lift up a portion and they say harei zo challah, and then nowadays we burn it because we do not have the Beit HaMikdash to give it to the Kohanim as a gift offering. So we burn it and we feel sad about it, and we cannot wait for the Beit HaMikdash to be built, so we would give this gift offering to the Kohanim. The word challah again always meant that loaf size. It wasn't until the Jews moved into Europe where it became a name of a bread that they would make for Shabbat. And they started calling it that to not forget to take hafrasha, not to forget to take hafrashat challah from it if it was 5 pounds and more. So the braided bread that we see now, that people refer to it as challah, is also a source of it, like a German bread, which is called Hefezopf, Hefepzf, Hefezopf. Or if you put in Google Easter bread, which is some Europeans, actually many of the Catholic, Christian, pagan, also do this style of bread as an Easter bread offering. They have, oh, leave it there. there's smell coming out of it. Leave it there. It's going to get everywhere. So the Easter bread offering is a bread offering that they would do as a ritual practices for their holiday. The challah does not have milk and butter, but the Easter bread or the hefezopef does have butter and milk in it. So the bread offering, the hafrashat challah concept is the dough that we give to the kohanim. It's not an actual bread. It was just a concept that was picked up to remind the Jewish people to make sure to do the bread offering of separation and leaving it for the kohanim. So the most significant and special place for us where we see the bread, the bread table, the lechem hapanim, is the Beit Hamikdash, which had the menorah, the incense table, and the lechem hapanim, the bread table. So I want to show you this from this wonderful book that's called the Mishkan, where the Beit HaMikdash, where the offering was. As you can see, this beautiful table, that is the lechem hapanim. And this is how the bread looked. As you can see, flat, looking like this. It did not have the shape at all with bread. And this was the 12 bread for the lechem hapanim that was done by the Kohanim, the head Kohanim, every Shabbat. And who runs this Beit HaMikdash nowadays until our third one will be built?
Nobody.
We have the women are like the little Beit HaMikdash in our home, in our Jewish home. And the Jewish woman lights the menorah, lights the candle that resembles the menorah. Okay, he thinks nobody, but a resemblance of it is the lighting of the Shabbat candle. It's the bread that we make in honor of Shabbat, and we have the kosher food that the Jewish women make in their home. So this was a video. Again, thank you, Dr. Nuriel Niamer, for inviting me and asking me to do this video. Hope you found it helpful. My name is Natalie Zangon. My apron says Queen of My Kitchen, also known as Mother Goose. If you have any questions, please ask me. So to summarize, challah is the bread offering that we give to the kohanim. The 2 loaves of bread that we say hamotzi on Friday night is to resemble the manna coming out double on Friday, the lechem mishneh. And the bread for Shabbat does not have a particular style or a look. It just has to be 2 complete loaves of bread. 2 baguettes, 2 bagel, 2 sangak, lavash, 2 pitas, just 2 whole complete bread. The European bread, whatever it is, just 2 complete, to say hamotzi, to remember that the manna came on double on Friday. So this is why this Shabbat was so significant, the Shabbat after Passover, because it was the first time that the Jews started making bread with their own hand after 40 years of being in the desert. Thank you so much for watching.